recording right
I
now.
am.
Okay. All right. So, to pick up where we left off. You guys have completed the dragon hatchery, or getting all of the information that you needed at the dragon hatchery cave. You explored a little further into this cave, discovered a sort of shrine-like area where Langdarosa Cyanrath, as well as his two bodyguards, were present worshipping Tiamat. After learning that you guys were here, he challenged Rue to a one-on-one duel once again, but not playing by his rules this time. You were able to defeat him quickly and easily, even with his bodyguards present.
No wonder he
Partway
wanted a
through-
one-on-one.
Partway through this fight, Selena discovered that one of his bodyguards was an old acquaintance of hers, a townmate known simply as Diedrich. He was picked up by Langderosa, saying that there was a glorious opportunity for warriors in his village, and Diedrich, not feeling he didn't fit in the best in Selena's hometown, decided to join them. He also told him that Selena's mentor told everyone in the village that Selena had perished, though they don't really know why. Though he doesn't really know why she said that. Why that is the case, that's kind of a mystery at this point. In addition, he also gave you some information on where everybody went. And I will say, last time I didn't give you all of the information, and I will retroactively give it to you now. Last week he only knew that they were going somewhere to Baragost, but he would have also said that they were stopping at Baragost, and then they were traveling. After that, they were going to be traveling northward to Baldur's Gate. And that would have been the information that you have got from him. In addition, he told you what to expect in the next rooms. And knowing that, and leaving him to escape to find out the fate of Selena's and Selena's old village, you guys decided to avoid the captain, or the captain's chamber, or Frulam's chamber, where she was present along with from what Diedrich says, a dozen guards. Leave her be, because y'all were taking a beating, and to go into the following room and dispatch of a bunch of the dragon eggs that you guys now confirmed were present. Y'all had a lot of various trials and tribulations, including some kobolds who threw bombs, some fully grown guard drakes, as well as a roper.
Yeah.
But through some clever, some clever white lies, as well as some deft dodges, you were able to dispatch the dragon eggs, while at the same time convincing the roper that the enemy was in fact the people who originally, or the people, or the guards and kobolds who originally overtook this cave. And now, um, having all of your acquiring all of the information that you set out for, you guys are currently en route, traveling to Greenest, um, where some horses would be waiting for you guys. So you can meet up with Leosin as well as his boss in the town of El Terrell, and that is where we left off. So, once again, you guys return back to Greenest. Daedric has indeed disappeared. You have not seen him since you guys have left the cave. Hopefully, that is the sign that he is truly traveling to his home village within the Trollbark Forest. Repairs are continuing in continuing in earnest in Greenest. Governor Governor Nighthill approaches you guys. And as he sees you guys approaching, the once the instructions is very much continuing. He's like, "Oh, good. Come. Tell me what you know. I can use some further news right now. Were you able to learn anything?"
Yeah, some stuff.
Yeah.
And there might still some people close by from their group. But we took care of most of them. The bigger group has already deported.
Right.
And we killed
Yes,
that blue dragon-born thingy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a feat in itself.
He decided to challenge me to a duel again.
Did you accept?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
You're playing with fire, but I'm glad you were able to come out on top at least.
I have friends. I had friends on my side this time.
Good. Were you able to discover where? Were you able to learn anything else? I know you've learned where the ruler are. We know who their leaders are, what their numbers are. Have you learned anything regarding about where they're planning to strike next? That'll be good information to know once you guys start making the trek to El Terrell and meet up with Leosin.
They started going to Baragast and then they're going to travel to Baldur's Gate.
And we don't know if they're gonna strike Baldur's Gate, but
yeah, it's on their
something big will be happening there.
It's on the route to there somewhere. And we found some dragon eggs that were hatching, and we disposed of them.
Glad to hear of that at least.
Yeah, but a bit of a warning, don't send people in that area. There's still one of their leaders is still there somewhere, and there's also monstrosity in that case.
Yeah. There's.
I don't advise anybody to go near there unless they are prepared to fight it out.
Well, when Leosin left, I also asked if his group could spare a platoon or two, a group of guards or two to help defend this place as we rebuild, as well as flesh out any of the remaining cult that is around here. Hopefully we should be able to do that. But anyway, you have done myself and this town a great service. And he comes back. He turns around. He opens the guard and pulls out yet another heavy purse. This is from my personal funds. I think you more than earned this, and I believe, and within it is 150 gold a piece for each of you guys. So times 4, that would be a total of 600 gold pieces within this bag.
Well, I'm not one to say no to money, so thank you.
True rogue. But anyway, whenever you are ready, the horses that were promised you is just outside the keep. Whenever you are ready, you may start making the trek to El Terrell. By horseback, it should take you about a week to get there.
Wow.
But keep an eye out. We will be more than willing to offer you any supplies that you need. But again, thank all 4 of you. I thank all 4 of you for the work that you've done here. You will be recognized as heroes for many years to come.
Oh, shucks, you're making me blush.
No need for that.
Yeah, no need.
I'm pretty much content with the money. And
like a true rogue. Huh?
yeah, I always forgot to ask, when you guys encountered, did you see anything like slaves among the ones that were fighting against you? Not like prisoners, but more like slaves. Maybe they had iron collars on their necks.
Did we notice anything like that? I think we only fought like
Make...
I don't know. Rue wouldn't know. She didn't fight. But would she know when she was captured?
Okay. Let's see. I will have for those Selena will go through this as well. Go ahead. Make me let's see, a history check with advantage. That's the best thing I can. That's the best thing, and make me a straight intelligence check with advantage plus your
proficiency.
Plus your proficiency.
Then I'm just gonna roll.
No, for everyone who fought in the battle. So.
What about Rue? She was captured, but she was.
Same thing. Well, you encountered them too. Like you saw guards. throughout that night.
Intelligence +2 for my proficiency bonus.
Yes,
Advantage.
intelligence plus straight
Right,
intelligence
okay,
plus 2.
if I just roll in investigation, I have proficiency. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So that's 11.
Okay. No, not you, Talon. You weren't present in the battle.
You just you mean the big battle and the first one?
In the Gurnes when we arrived, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The session you missed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Virgil, can you go ahead and roll that too?
Yep, I am doing it. Just give me a moment.
All right, and let's see. I can't remember if, or no, she did. Let's see. 20. Okay. So Virgil, you did keep an eye out. That first night of the attack. And as far as you know, there really there wasn't anything really like Talon was describing. I mean, there was prisoners being dragged out, of course, being like prisoners of greenness, but as far as you know, there wasn't really any. There we go. There wasn't any any warrior slaves or fighting slaves, if that makes any sense. So that I hope that answers your question.
Yep.
Talon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, is there anything that you guys want to do before you
Yeah, I want to get my armor.
Yes. Yes. The dwarf. Yes, you go to the dwarf. The armor is done.
15 gold pieces, right?
Yes.
And can I give him my old chainmail as well?
Okay. Well, is he like are you like selling it, donating it?
Just giving it, or maybe donating it.
Okay.
And remove 15 gold pieces.
Okay. Alrighty. So...
I'm now at 20 AC, guys.
Hooray!
Okay, so without further ado, you guys can take a long rest here if you want.
Yeah, if we didn't take anyone before, we should do that and then go in full.
Long rest, long.
Yeah, and if they are supplying us with what we need, I do need 9 more arrows to
Yes,
wake up
again,
my
there.
crew. Yeah, if they want, I can pay for it.
Now you know how I felt as Devlin. I needed so many arrows, especially because I missed a lot. I wasn't a fighter; I was a detective. Oh, that brings me back. That brings back memories.
All right.
Alright. Get all my resources.
Okay, so. Okay, let's see. How do? All right. I currently have I currently have Selena's D&D Beyond character sheet.
She's playing it through D&D Beyond.
I do
Oh.
have her. She gave me the link to her D&D Beyond character sheet.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
playing
and-
through that too, mostly.
Yeah, and is it a pro account or a paid account or something like that?
I'm
Because
just trying.
You don't get all the stuff on D&D Beyond like you do in Roll20.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to undergo or how to like change like. See, I think she gave me the link to it, but I don't think I can do any. Yeah, I can't do any changes to it. But however, I do know like what spells that she has, for instance. Although I can't. I can't edit anything, so
Yeah, you would need permission for it.
yeah.
Can you not do anything from Roll20? Is there not a copy of the sheet in Roll20
Well, it's not
functional?
it's
not
not
up to date.
completed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not up to date. It doesn't have her well, it has let's see it does not have it doesn't have like her the level 2 spells that she. It doesn't have her level 2 spells or her yeah. But I have it. I have everything here, so we should be. Yeah, it doesn't have her level 2 spells or her proficiency bonus increase. Well, no, or her. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. Anyway, so you guys start traveling to Greenest.
To Elturel, you mean?
Yes, El Torel. It is early in the morning. Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so
And this road is 1 week.
yes, it'll take you about 1 week.
Mhm.
All right. If you guys want, we can go ahead and
Wait, is Elturel? Where is Baragost?
okay, so
This is Berdusk.
that's Bear Dusk. Baragost is over here to the left.
Oh.
And then Baldur's Gate is up here
On the north.
of north.
Mhm.
So again they traveled west. They were good, but then they were heading north, and then according to Diedrich, they were continuing north to Baldur's Gate, and that's all. That's the only information that he currently has so far.
And we're not following them, right? Because we're going to Elturel.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a long road.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. It is.
Yeah. First, maybe more like to follow the road.
We follow the road, yeah. How far is it from Elturel to Baldur's Gate with that arrow, the blue one? Like,
From El Turel,
yeah.
it's like 210 miles.
So we wouldn't be able to get to Baldur's Gate before the Hoard does.
But if they left just 1 day ago, then we can easily reach them because that's a big
If they're
group.
Yeah, if they're going by the road, which
Unless
they
they're
probably
flying.
aren't. They're flying faster. Yeah.
No, there were too many. I don't think only one or two groups can be able to fly. It's
So-
a pretty big group of 300, 200 or something, or even more.
Yeah.
At least you think.
Before we leave, can we ask if anyone in Greenest knows a sanding spell? Or that they could maybe
ahead.
notify people in Baragost and Baldur's Gate of what's happening?
Well, no, that's well.
You don't know anyone
no,
there. Never
that's
mind.
that's why they sent that's why they sent or that's why Leosin is traveling to El Torel. Again, this is kind of like this is a farmer's village.
Yeah.
A farmer's village. They
Yeah.
don't no real way, no real people, no real way of magic around here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. Why did the music stop? All right. All right. So. All right. So about. Okay. So, a week or so of travel later. There is really, as you guys make the traveling, as you go through like the various like very small like shepherding village, like the unnamed shepherding villages, as well as like the larger towns of like Bear Dusk and Scornabel. You can tell that it's around this point that everyone looks very much on edge. Like they're worried that a dragon attack would come at around any moment. There is a very tense atmosphere throughout the place. All right, and then about 6 days later, you guys begin making the final approach to El Torel. The first thing that catches your eye here is that it almost looks like there's two suns in the sky. Go ahead and make me either a history check or an arcana check.
I don't have any of them, so.
Me neither.
Yep, neither. neither does Selena.
I mean, I can try
Okay.
Arcana since I use magic. So you can try too.
Yeah, you can.
Well, if it's about twice, I can try two history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so wait, when did random name? Okay, random person as well as Rue. Okay, so Rue with your with your basic understanding of like divinity of especially this especially goes with you, especially since you know a bit of divinity magic. You can tell that this is a this is almost like religious has it was a gift from the gods, basically, as well as and random name through your history. All right, so okay, so this El Terrell is an especially magical place, or it has a high magical area. One of the big things about this place is that it never ever has it never ever has a problem with undead. This place has a constant that light hovering above it is near constant, day or night. It is very painful to anyone who is considered undead. It's a magical light hovering above it. It's almost appearing from afar as a star or distant sun. It fades a little bit as night coming as like a distant moon almost. But it is a very large, bustling city filled with merchants, river traders, farmers markets. Quite a change in pace compared to the small farmers' town of Greenest. As you guys approach the town.
Thank God you're not a vampire anymore, right?
Yeah. But you never know.
Oof.
All right. Okay, so but you can see that it is a walled city, and it is currently closed off. As the four of you approach, you see that there are some guards and some well kept, well ordained armor. They eye the four of you very suspiciously as you come up. Hold there. State your business.
We are here to seek information about something, and to inform the leaders of the city of what is happening with the Hoard and the dragon attacks that are, and the dragon raids that are happening in the south.
Anyone of importance send you?
The mayor of Greenest sent us.
Make me a persuasion check.
Thank God I have advantage.
Greenest, you say?
Yes. It was recently raided by kobolds and dragon cultists. As for the surrounding villages.
Alright, well... well, you seem on the up and up. Alright. David, go ahead and let them in. Alright, well, if you have information of that importance, I suggest I suggest that you. I suggest that you. You be on the look. You be in the lookout for Unthar Froom.
Thank you.
And you recognize this. This was Leoson's boss. And you would recognize him too, Baka. He is your boss as well, as you are a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Can you type down the name again?
Yes.
Because my notes, I like to have them.
Yes.
I'm obsessed about notes. Done. Room.
He's like the leader of the order, right?
A
High commanding
yeah,
officer.
he's someone of importance.
Oh yeah, he was a friend and mentor of Dasha, and asked me to travel to Greenest. But yeah, I haven't
Yes.
decided yet on the background template for Rue. I haven't had the time.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I need
we'll
to
get
check
that.
it out.
We'll get that. Yeah, we'll get that figured out. Yeah, sorry. Killing Dasha kind of like
Yeah.
Sorry about that again.
No worries. I mean, it had
Alright.
to happen sometime, like my first character death,
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway,
Oh, I know him. He's my boss.
well. All right. In that case, all right. The place you're gonna be wanting to go to. Towards the center of the town, there's a tavern named A Pair of Black Antlers. That's where their headquarters, quote unquote, are around this around today.
I do remember this place. I had made some gold in this place in the past.
Four antlers, right?
A Pair of Black Antlers. That's the
A
name
pair
of the tavern.
black antlers. Okay. Pair black antlers. Okay.
All right. All right. So the guards let you in. All right. Keep your nose clean out there, and welcome to Elturel.
I take a handkerchief out of my pocket and clean my nose, and that loud trombone sound, elephant sound when you're cleaning it, Yeah, sorry, was that too loud?
Be on your way. Dwarfs. Anyway.
I never said I was smart.
Okay. So, again, you see that this particular city is full merchants stowing their wares. There is a bit of a more lively atmosphere here than what has been around for the past few days, mainly because this is a rather bigger walled city. You see various alchemists and wizards selling various potions and the occasional magical item, though those in particular are few and far between. Smiths and leatherworkers offering their wares, bookshops, bookkeeps, and everything in between. And it's not before long before you guys reach the tavern of a pair of Black Antlers. It is it's a large tavern, around 2 to 3 stories. Sign once again is and the sign like hanging above is a sign of a stag head with 2 black antlers going on either side, and you also see that there is a large company around here as well. It is a rather jovial atmosphere. You can there are the guards around here are like doing various things to keep their spirits up there. There's a couple guards in the corner doing some arm wrestling. Towards the rear, there's there are some people who are looking like they're doing like some horseback riding contests, weapon sparring. Although in the corner looks like there's some people that are doing a light bit of gambling, as well as the occasional drinking contest.
Fun.
And this seems to be a very fun and rambunctious crowd, especially for a group of soldiers. So,
before we
what do you guys
continue,
do?
can I ask, does Rue know Dasha since they were in the same order? Would she know her? Or of her?
You would have if you like searched her body, I'm sure she would have had some like you wouldn't know of her, but you would have noticed, I guess, that she probably would have had like some token,
Wait,
some
let
icon,
me
some
check
token
where
that
Dasha came from
that
again. Maybe I can.
yeah, so some identifier or some token that identified her as a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Just check.
That I'm sure with you being a member as well. With you being a member as well, I'm sure you would have identified that at least, though you wouldn't know of her.
Wait, they left her Dasha in front of the temple to Helm, and mine grew up in the temple of the Thunder, so no, they wouldn't know each other from the temple. Just had to check maybe they were in the same temple. No. But yeah, I heard of her. Just not a lot.
Well, no, probably not of her. But again, as you guys buried her, she probably would have had some identifying her as a member of the Order.
Okay.
All right, but any case. So, what do you guys do? Currently, there's a bunch of activity that you can do right now. What do you guys decide? What do you guys do?
Shouldn't we first go and see Leosin and other leads?
Yeah. Let's do.
Oh,
What's the
urgent.
time?
All right. At this point, it's around. Let's see. You guys have been riding. You guys have been riding hard for about 6 days.
And we left early in the morning.
Yeah, you guys left early in the morning. So I would probably say mid-afternoon at this point.
Okay, so maybe find Onthar and Leos and talk to them, and by that time it will probably be evening. Then we can get some dinner here, and maybe try to get some rooms for the night,
Well, okay.
or for a few nights, if we're going to stay here for a while. We'll see what
Okay.
Anthar says.
All right. Okay. So, going into the tavern, you can see, this company has pretty much has completely taken over. Pretty much has taken over this this tavern. The atmosphere is loud, loud, hearty, happy. And more arm wrestling contests, more boasting and
Are they gambling
Raw,
on prize games?
there are a few here and there, but not many. And there are also like a lot of boasting, of various adventuring tales. In one of these rooms, you also see Leosin, in a fresh set of clothes, and talking quietly with what looks to be another female guard.
Flirting.
Make me roll me an insight check. No, okay, so not exactly flirting, but there is a you can tell by their body language, the way they look at each other. There's not flirting, but there is a companionship there.
So they knew each other from before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, and as you guys approach, you do hear like the end of his conversation. Yes, we do. We would have to react quickly. Oh, my friends!
Hi!
Okay, he kind of jumps up.
Glad you arrived safely.
You too. You guys arrived rather quickly.
Well, we found out where they were going next. We got some new information. We made our way here as quick as possible because time is a good soup.
It's money.
Time is a good soup. I don't know why. You probably know why I said that if you're watching Critical Role. But yeah, it's of importance.
Oh well, good. All right. Well, I will go up. I will go up and see if Unthar is ready. But in the meantime, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Talk amongst the men. Have some fun. Lord, gods know that the four of you deserve it. And between you and me, making a good first impression on Unthar also means making a good impression on Unthar's men means making a good impression on Unthar. Just keep that in mind. And then he goes up and quickly quickly runs up the stairs. His female companion looks up, and you can see that she is also half elfin in nature. Not your friend Rue that you've been looking for.
Mm.
Wait.
Wait.
Very.
I'm looking for a friend. Maybe that's not my. I'm gonna check the background template real quick.
Yes.
I have to scroll up a lot.
All right, no, I believe like you used one of the backgrounds in which that one of your half elven friends you believe was was last seen at Greenest. But you believe that she was
Either taken or killed.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Though you have not seen her since Greenest. Though following the trail of these cultists, and you'll probably eventually find her. But anyway, well, I haven't I haven't seen Leosin quite active like that in a long time. You must have done something important to get his spirits up.
Well,
And maybe saving
we
his life.
saved his life.
Yep, that'll do it.
We said that at the same time. Let's just do that. Let's just say that at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
Don't believe we have met yet.
Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? My name's is Ceylona.
Ceylona. Beautiful name.
Saelona. Ceylona Windseeker.
Does she also have as the orders
No,
guards?
actually.
No?
No, actually, she does not.
Oh, then maybe she's a harper. We never know.
Does she have any emblems or anything on her? Like that would make her a part of her thingy?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, that's not that bad.
19. Okay.
Natural 19. I remember I had like a 10 or something with my investigation with that one.
Okay. So you okay, so looking around, you don't see any or any major identifiers. However, you do see there is a chain around her, a very, very small chain around her neck that's kind of hidden. That's kind of hidden in the leather armor that she is currently wearing. And with on that necklace, looks to be a an insignia of a of a crescent moon. a crescent moon with a harp in the center.
Ah, she is a harper then.
Harpers really not the smartest people in the business.
I'm assuming you are saying that amongst yourselves,
No, I'm saying
not and not
that
to her.
she's a harper. I'm saying that in my head, like
Okay.
okay, I know
Yeah.
what guild she's from.
I didn't spot the change, so I don't know if she's from Harpers. I don't need to know, so it's not important. But anyways, nice to make your acquaintance. I am for the day traveling merchant from Netherwinter, and my name is, just for the day, Jason.
Just for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have actually heard about me. Jason's traveling merchandise. I sell the best necklaces and gold around town.
All right, Jason. She kind of gives you a straight stare. All right, well, I know all too well about keeping. I personally know how important names can be. I very much understand the value of privacy. You have helped Leosin, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we people on the road should help each other out, and I do appreciate the sentimental, the nice things you said about keeping secrets. That's the way it should be. Now, if you excuse me, I do have some gambling to do.
By all means, by all means. Yeah. So, and then Selena is Selena is like, yeah. Two of you can join me if you wish. Stay if you want, but I need to sit down. I need to sit down for a bit, and I need to sit down for a bit and drink something. My feet are killing me, as well as my backside.
Okay, relax.
And she sits down and she begins to start telling of the exploits, telling of the greenest siege tale. Meanwhile, Virgil, Rue, what do you guys do?
I'm thinking of joining the arm wrestlers.
Okay, what about you, Virgil?
I think for Virgil, he's going to. I think Virgil will be getting some drinks himself.
Okay, are you gonna do are you participating in the drinking contest, or are you just having an ale and just decompressing?
Getting an ale and getting a decompressing.
Okay.
No, I'm not having Virgil going into the drinking contest. Oof, not with his con anyway. Oof.
All right, so uh all right, so Huh?
No, I'm gonna say if it makes it easier, Virgil's gonna be happy to share some stories as well as he has his
Okay.
drinks.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Um. Okay. So, meanwhile, Rue. So, feeling right at home amongst your comrades again.
Hmm.
Alright, so you eventually wind your way back outside. You do recognize a few very brief faces. Some of which is from your original troop, I should say. Some people that have trained with you. Um, and you get you get some slaps on the back. He's like, "Hey, Rue, welcome back."
Hi! Did you miss me when I was gone?
Oh, who could prevent? Oh, we missed your beautiful face, my dear.
Aw,
Come.
shucks. You're making me blush. So who's winning?
But then, all right. Well, let's see. Well, right now it's all. Right now it's Well, well, you know the rules, right? You know the rules, Rue. You gotta go through the ranks before you get to the big guy, before you get to old Scarface.
I know the rules. And I crackle my knuckles. Are you guys ready to lose?
All right, and then, all right. So it is around this time. Okay, so that the fella game just finished up, and all right, and this time. All right. And the music playing. Music's not playing. Okay. No, so yeah, so that's a pretty. Okay, so pretty much, Rue. You have there are two. It's pretty much like a championship type thing. Like you have to go up. You have to
Go up the ranks.
go up to the ranks. Yeah, go up to the ranks until you defeat the big guy, who around here is known as Scarface. He is the biggest brute amongst your tribe. Despite being named Scarface, he doesn't actually have any scars on his face. He's actually quite handsome. Though you never really know why he got the name Scarface.
Maybe because.
But maybe it's saying like ironically. I don't know. You don't know. But he's an absolute mountain of a man. More a gentle giant of sorts, and until he gets mad. Once he gets mad, the whole world knows it.
So basically, Bruce Banner and Hulk.
Pretty much, except yeah, kinda. All right, and then it's around this time, and that the first round begins. You sit down with a burly decently bout what looks to be a scout. Very lithe, very dexterous. Holds out her hands. Did you have any nickname for yourself among the group?
I mean, Grunhild Elethin is my name and Rue is my nickname, basically, so I just go around
Okay.
as Rue all the time.
Okay. Okay. All right. You ready for this, Rue? Choo.
I was born ready.
All right. Okay. And with that, the battle begins. Go ahead and make. Okay, so go. Okay, so it's pretty much competing strength checks. At the round begins, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Okay. No! Rue always rolls so badly.
That always seems to be a
Right.
trend for us. We always roll low for our high modifiers and roll high for our low modifiers.
Yeah, like 19
Yeah.
for 0 intelligence.
And with that,
I lose.
despite being built frame, she's actually rather strong for her size, and you feel your hand start bending back against you. Small smile starts to grin on your face. All right, roll me another strength check.
Okay, that's better.
With that, you feel a bit of a stronger strength this time, but again, that guard, just a little bit more. She comes with a strength that's very, very surprising to you. Right now you are just barely holding on at this point. Go ahead and make one more strength check.
Best 2 out of 3, if I'm seeing
Yeah,
this correctly.
No, it's you make competing strength rolls, and it's pretty much like if you beat like three in a row,
Okay.
like there's slightly winning, heavily winning, you have won.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so it looks like at this point, though, it looks like that initial burst of strength was almost all she had, because at this point it was almost no effort for you to go back to the initial starting position rather swiftly and easily. She critically failed that roll.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you're back at the center point. Roll me another strength check.
You got this, Rue. Just Virgil shouting from somewhere. As he's probably seen this.
You just
Alright.
you just jinxed me.
All right. You go back and forth, Can't really seem to find a middle ground. Both of you rolled the exact same thing.
Roll again. Roll again.
Yeah, roll again. Yeah. Okay, and with that, you feel yourself gaining a bit more ground as you jerk your arm a bit more forward. Her initial smile is going down now, as she realized that this is a true fight now. Okay, you are now slightly winning. Roll me another strength.
If I can defeat a blue dragonborn, I can defeat this girl.
All right. Once again, sweat is beating down her face. Her arms begin shaking at this point from that sheer exertion, but to no avail. You are it's like the guards are like, oh wow, in the hype in the hype of the returning favorite amongst the group. All right, make one more strength check.
Ooh,
1, 2, 3,
nice.
4, 5,
And with
6, 7.
And with the final burst of strength, bam! You slam her, you jar her head against the wood. It's like, ow! And with that, she pulls back her head. You have won the first round.
Great. Great game. Great. You did great. It was awesome.
That hurt. You're good though. All right, and with that, she goes back to suck her wounds back a little bit. And with that, Rue has won.
Yeah!
All right, Gerald, you're up next. Let's go up for round 2. And with that, this much burlier man, this burlier man, he's slightly graying hair, balding head, but he's much more built than the last girl. About the same build as you, Rue.
Nice.
With that he sits down. And he.
Hi,
I've been wanting to
I'm Rue.
I've been wanting to. Gerald. Been hearing a lot of stories. Newcomer around here. I've been wanting to test my metal against yours for a long time now.
Nice. I'm just glad to be here. To do this again.
Right.
I haven't had so much fun in a long while. Okay. Tell me when to go ahead.
Right. Alright. 3, 2, 1. And with that, the second round is underway. Alright, so you pull up you come up with a good strength, but this dude is completely rock solid, and with one very swift motion, whoop, he puts your hand almost against the table, but with like your arm still a little bit sore from last bout.
Yeah.
You're just barely able to hold your hand up from the table.
Natural 20.
He rolled a critical on that one.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, damn.
All right, so you are now on the ropes at this point.
Nice one.
Okay. Roll me a strength. All right. After being surprised by that initial burst of strength, you're able to hold your own at this point, and you're able to pull your hand back a little bit. Able to slowly pull back. I was hoping to finish you off rather quickly, but you're not going down that way.
If a dragon can't
Right.
kill me,
All right. Okay, you're now slightly losing. Roll me another strength check.
ugh. Yeah, I lost.
Okay. Huh?
I probably lost with that roll.
Again, kind of like the first one. It seems like they were initially trying to burn you early on, but after that initial bout of strength, it just almost seems like child's play to push them back. This time he critically failed. So now you go from tied to slightly winning.
Okay.
Okay, you are now slightly winning, as opposed to slightly losing last time.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew. Ouch.
Right. Oh my god!
What?
We get
that-
this music for an arm wrestle.
the one from the skies?
It almost seems like he pretty much had, again, after that initial, I guess his age came up to him or something, because he had like no strength of his arm. With almost child's play, you were able to whap, put a good deal of your strength into this last bout, and wham his hands against the ground. He critically failed again.
Jeez.
With that, you win round 2.
Ooh. That was great. You're
Yeah,
good.
I will.
That's some very quick wearing off steroids there.
Yep.
Oh.
This only took 4 rolls this time, not like 7 from before.
Okay. All right. And with that, oh, we have a winner round 2.
Woo!
Sounds like we got a contender for Scarface. And there's a lot of excited jeering, a lot of excited jeering, excited movement going around as once again the infamous or famous Scarface comes out and sits down. Again, don't really know why he got why he got the name Scarface, but there we go. Don't really know how or why he got the name Scarface, but again, he is built like an absolute mountain of a man. It's been a while. It's been a while since I have someone to truly test my mettle with. Let's see if you have what it takes, Rue. And you can see like this absolute muscle of a man just like sits down. He almost breaks the table that he sits on as he sits on it.
Loving the muscles. I agree that too.
Alright. Whenever and like his hand almost completely engulfs yours.
He dwarfs mine. Play on words.
Watch it, you're gonna win this now despite this.
Okay.
Alright. With that, the battle begins.
Okay. Rolling.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay, off to a good start at least.
So you put up a good fight, but once again, like last time, it's almost as if you're going against a rock wall. As he almost
Natural 20 again?
Much fun. No, but he rolled a 19. No, he rolled a 20.
Ah.
An unnatural 20. As he,
30-20.
as he
Dirty 20.
a dirty 20, yeah. As he just seemingly brings you down, with some resistance, but he is a tough bloke.
Okay,
Strong boy.
next round. No!
Welp.
Yeah, I lost. Unless he
And with-
rolled
and
a
with-
natural one too.
Unfortunately he did not.
Yeah.
With a slow bringing down, he almost looks at you. He almost looks at you with like a almost disappointed face that you didn't put up much of a fight, and then bam, put your hand and wraps you against the table.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Hey, well, you put up a good fight.
I did.
And everyone. Well,
It was so much
Right.
fun.
you could try challenging me next time.
I
Yeah,
will.
challenge
then-
for best of 3. Yeah, best of 3.
Until then, I'll remain the champion.
Yay! It's a great getting to know you guys. Haven't seen some of you in a while. Missed you.
We missed you too, Rue. You all. All right, and then afterward, all right, and then a little bit of time later. Virgil, is there anything in particular that you want to add to the story, as because let's see, because Celeste will be telling Salona. Salona,
Selena,
Like-
you mean Salona, Selena,
No,
not Celeste.
Selena-
Deal with
no,
Celeste.
Selena. Celeste. Celeste will be Celeste. Selena is telling Salona. Selena is telling Salona, like mainly like the highlights, like the dragon attacking Greenest, the infiltration of the infiltration of the keep.
Oh, anything more to add to that?
You mainly just cheered me on from behind.
Well, not only that. That's what I was doing in the middle of telling these stories, as I was just taking a glance from the distance. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
I suppose
So
the
you're-
thing
you're not
that
sitting- you're not-
Virgil
you're not
would have
sitting
been.
down- You're not sitting down with them.
Yeah, I'm telling.
Oh, okay.
I am telling stories. I was just saying that. But yeah, so I think the thing Virgil will be adding specifically about that is how they ran into this roper and managed to trick it to go after these cultists. And just describing how this
How it went
creature
down.
almost entangled and devoured the party as well.
Okay. Roll me let's see for the hell of it. Let's see. Roll performance.
Okay, a skill that I don't actually have, but let's see.
7. Okay. You're able to explain it to the best of your ability. You're not really much of an embellisher.
Storyteller?
You tell it like it is. Actually, let's see. Did Selena increase? Did Selena increase her? Let's see. Okay, so. All right, so I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and roll performance for Selena. Okay, so that is a 16 instead of a 15 because she increased her
She increased her charisma with ASI.
Yeah, and it didn't roll over to her roll 20 character sheet, so
That's fine.
So she being more of a charismatic tells more of the highlights, and Salona looks amongst the two of you equally and nods in approval whenever the two of you finish up. Well, quite the story. Quite the story. It is quite nice knowing that Leosin has such noble warriors to watch over his back.
Of course, friends always watch each other's backs. Am I right?
Yes. If you beg my bluntness, Virgil, you seem rather familiar. You wouldn't perhaps happen to have been from one of the more noble families from Waterdeep. Am I correct?
I will. I will give you this at least. I will say that I am from a noble family, one that I'd rather be out camping than be with Lemlo, that arsehole of a father. a typical noble mentality, if I say so myself.
I can understand that.
So
I still remember Dasha calling him Fancy Pants.
But no, I find myself outside in the wild, and I am back at home. So, I'd say at this point, I'm not sure if they care if I end up in a ditch or not. But I don't care. I get my hunts, I get my game. I'm not worrying.
Well, I guess I can see your point of view. Family. However, although I'm uncertain of your particular situation, keep in mind, no matter how much of a asshole, as you so bluntly put it, family can be, they're still family. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's mainly my father I have problems with. Everyone else in my family's pretty fine in my eyes, especially my little brother and mother. Really would love to see them two again.
Yeah, just just take this from someone who lost their entire family due to these cultists. No, love them and make note of the good times that you have and could potentially have. You can't hold the grudge forever. Otherwise, you'll have to live with the consequences of saying that you would rather spend an eternity in the 9 hells than spending another night with your elvish mother. Just keep that in mind, okay?
I'll try. Keep it in mind, and my condolences to your loss as well. And I'm sure that if they didn't have a full pint at there ready, Virgil will have another one coming right up.
Okay.
But till then, I'm sure that we can make ourselves feel better with a bit of a drink.
Alright. Here's to that. Alright, meanwhile, random name.
The guy with no name, it's your turn.
Dragonfire?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, so you alright, so last but not least, you go off to find some folk who are gambling. Alright, you see some scouts some scouts playing what looks to be blackjack. Or this realm's version of it. And then you see another group doing rolling some dice. All right. And it's around this point that they notice you approach. Hey, can we help you, stranger?
Well, I was just looking if you mind winning or losing some gold to me.
All right, well, buy in for either game is about 5 silver.
Okay.
And try not to drain us too dry, all right? And also just not throwing any judgment or any throwing anything your way, but he points to the two guards on either side. They are not part of the game. It's just to they are impartial towards all of us. It's just to ensure that there's no foul play, because we are betting with money here.
No worries. We'll just see whose side Lady Luck is on. And
Okay.
I put my lucky coin on the table, and then I go with my buy-in. You can skip the gambling part if you want. You can just
Okay.
drain or add, depending on
Okay.
how
Okay. So you can go ahead and if you want. Okay. So you can go ahead and roll me three. You can go ahead and roll me a deception check. Oh.
Yep.
You
Deception.
get which involve gives a chance of figuring the best of plan. You get a solid chance of which choice is likely the best one. Which I'm determination. Okay. All right. I will say. All right. I will say at this. Due to this. I will say this, that you double your proficiency bonus to the rolls that for whatever you roll.
So a +2 for everything
Yes.
that I roll.
Yeah,
Because
roll.
I am mostly proficient in anything that I will be rolling.
Yeah, from more than like.
Not proficient. I do have expertise on all of them.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, go ahead and roll me a deception check to bluff, an insight check to see if someone else bluffs, as well as a. Let's see, what would a good final one be?
Sleight of hands, of course.
Oh, it's
or I do have the gambling dice, but it's with cards, right? Not dice game. I do have my gambling tool that's come from the gambler background. They're not how do you call it? They're not cheating pieces, but they are set off a gambling set.
Okay.
So with deception.
Okay. Yeah. See. So yes. Deception, insight, as well as a sleight of hand, because
okay.
Yeah.
And that's my insight, and that's my sleight of hand.
Okay, and will we add +2 to all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not insight because I'm not proficient with it, but the rest, yeah.
No, insight, and no, I said +2 to everything, so yeah,
Okay.
that with insight as well. All right, let's see. Okay, so all right, with that, all right, is there any, based on what you have rolled, is there any amount of gold that you add to the buy-in?
Well, not to, when it's on the stake of race, then I can go up to 20 gold. That's my limit, and if they're not willing to go that high, I just go as high as they. So 20 gold is my upper limit.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So I will say when it gets to that point, with this, so you use your deception. You used your deception to try and bluff your way through. However, it seems that this guard sees through your bluff. And you rolled a 21. He rolled a 22. He sees through.
If you add +2 to my deception, it's.
I forgot about that. So okay. So you actually okay. So you win that. He's though it's kind of like a tell. Like you can't he can't tell if you're being deceitful,
I
but
can tell if
you can't tell if he's being deceitful. So it's kind of like a tie on that.
And I'm not really trying to win.
Right, and I will say, like you won one, but you lost two. You lost the sleight of hand as well as the insight check. I will say that, you retain the amount of gold that you put into it.
Okay.
Didn't gain anything, but you didn't lose anything either.
Yeah. Maybe not my kind of game.
Thank you for participating. Okay. Anything else that you wish to do, random name?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it is around. Okay. It is around an hour. An hour has passed. Okay. And it isn't before long. Leosin comes back down. Gathers the four of everybody and says, "Sorry about that. Unthar was busy doing another meeting, and he was currently watching the four of you, and seems you have made a good impression on him.
Yay!
But especially Rue with your feats of strength, Virgil and Selena with your embellishing tales, and you, Jonathan, with your was it Jonathan that he knew you as?
Yeah, he knew
Okay.
Jonathan.
Okay, with you, Jonathan, with your with your spy making skills. But in any event, he is ready for you now. If you'll come upstairs with me. All right, and then before long, he leads you to one of the rooms upstairs, which has been turned into like an impromptu meeting room. Beds have been placed to the side. A bunch of tables have been placed onto placed in the middle, sort of like an impromptu war table. Waiting for you in the room is the paladin, as well as Leosin, going back into the corner, and what looks to be many pitchers of dark red wine. And Rue, you would know this. Normally, as your boss, so to speak, you know that this paladin is normally just as happy and just as jovial as his troops. It's just as happy and jovial as his troops, but this go round he has a very a serious expression. Unlike his normal countenance. This is what he looks like.
Yeah, looks like a dwarf more than man.
Yeah, looks like more like dwarf than man, but he's humanoid.
Yeah. Maybe it's dwarven ancestors somewhere on the line.
All right, and this point he looks at the four of you.
Hi, boss! And I wave at him.
He allows a brief smile towards you and. Hello, Rue. Good to see you are safe and sound. All right, my friends. We have very important business to discuss.
Yeah, we do.
At this point,
before we go any further, should I roll anything to see if I remember anything from my last time?
Yes, actually, yes.
Wisdom
roll
again?
roll me a wisdom.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So as like the days go by, it's almost like if you're slowly learning to master these breaches in reality. You do remember some of the conversation, and you also remember. You did mention that he looked a dwarf-like. You remember him as as a very large dwarf.
Oh.
But for all intents and purposes, yeah, you remember. You remember the conversation. The conversation that you had with him previously, as well as both conversations. The conversation that you had in public with the rest of your group, as well as the conversation that you had with him in private regarding
the matters of my home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although
I'm not sure if it's still the same at the time.
If it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But in any event, all right, my friend, we have very important business to discuss. All right, first, the most important thing right now, you do know the gist of where they are and where they are going. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
First towards Beregost, then up to Baldur's Gate.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you know just about as much about it as we do, and thanks to you, we know twice as much today as we did a week ago or a 10-day ago. Something very rotten is afoot here. We don't, at this point, we don't really have any formal opposition or formal organization to oppose these fiends, these murderous bastards. At least not yet, anyway. We are working on that. I'm as soon as we are done here, I will be making several envoys to Baldur's Gate, to Waterdeep, to Neverwinter if I have to see if we can't make some sort of formal agreement, to see if we can't strike back against them. But for right now, at least. We need people like you, who know how and when to fight, and how and when to keep their heads down and to simply observe. We can't really promise you anything, except long days filled with danger and stress. This one brief smile, but what could be better than that, eh?
Mm.
Alright, so at this point, but before we get to any of that, both Leosin and myself have an important offering to you. And Rue, you are
Bless you.
Bless you.
damn pollen everywhere. But at this point, well, Rue, you are already a part of this organization.
And proud of it.
Yes, and now, should the rest of you wish for it, I can offer you the opportunity to join one of our two groups. I am a member of the member of the Order of the Gauntlet. And should you wish, we will offer you the opportunity to join our fine faction. And Leosin, and he points to Leosin, is offering the same thing to his own group, the Harpers. Should you wish, you can become a member of it. As for myself, alright, so as for my organization, we are a religious organization. We believe that faith is the greatest weapon against evil. Faith in one's God, one's friends, and oneself. Punishing evil in all manner, in all forms, and going into the front lines, battling it head on. An extraordinary task that requires incredible strength and bravery, to be armed, vigilant, to be ready to smite evil at a moment's notice. Being ready to attack the moment the evil misbehaves. That's our decree. Then at this point, he offers his hand to Leosin. And as for my organization, the Harpers, we believe in a more subtle approach to our battle against evil. We believe that gathering information is paramount in all things. We believe in striking from the shadows, promoting fairness and equality by covert means, and only attacking openly only as a last resort.
Don't forget about balance.
Balance, absolutely. To thwart tyrants and any leader, government, or group that seeks to use its power for its own need, to attacking the poor, the weak, and oppressed, and aiding them ourselves. No one should be powerless. That is our decree. And then Antar nods and thanks. Thank you. Now, you don't have to accept or deny right away. Our offer is both of our offers are on our table. You don't even have to join us, should you wish. You could be simply a paid mercenary who just wishes to do the right thing. But again, glory and honor awaits you should you offer to join any one of our groups. Right, and then at this point, all right, and here is the mission. Here's what we know. Thanks to you four, we now know that this cult is amassing treasure and shipping it to Baldur's Gate. Like being as we know, Baldur's Gate is a mercantile town. It's not really much in the way of laws regarding what's okay and what's not okay to trade with. It's very open market, and anything short of actual slaves is fair game. And would be quite a very dangerous and risky undertaking to simply pile that much treasure within Baldur's Gate.
I don't think they're just piling treasure, though.
What do you mean? What do you think?
We found an altar to Tiamat in the caves, and they were obviously cultists of Tiamat, and I think if they're hoarding that much treasure, it is not just a normal dragon they're hoarding it for.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Alright,
they might be up to something else than just hoarding treasure for a dragon.
Well, and that brings me to my next point. If they're not stopping at Baldur's Gate, if they are continuing, my guess probably somewhere north, where exactly this treasure is going, like where exactly are they placing it? And again, if it involves something to do with Tiamat, we need to know specifically what. Is that a ritual? Is it
character Tiamat has been sealed, or is something like she's not in this world right now, right?
You would know this. In this location, Tiamat is one of the rulers of Vernus. She is one of the rulers. I believe she is the ruler of the first layer of hell.
Second.
The second. She is the leader of the second layer of hell. Of Avernus.
She's also acting as guard, as keep of that level, so nobody can go out or in, herself included.
And is there a place in the Sword Coast that is the closest to an entry point to Avernus, or where they could summon her?
That is something that you would not know. That is something that you would not know.
That is now in character. I'm asking Onthar if he knows where they could maybe summon her from Avernus.
Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea.
To the library we have to go then, or to at least someone that might know more about it here. Because
That's something that is something that I can do myself, or well, that is something that I can do on my end. In the meantime, where exactly this treasure is going? It's still stolen treasure. We need to where exactly it is going. And my reasoning is thinking it would be dangerous, or it would be foolhardy for them to amass that much treasure around, and that it would be too conspicuous for them. My guess is that they would probably be under cover of some kind.
Well, the question is, where would any kind of treasure go in these parts of the world?
I don't know.
Anything. Well, the answer is simply it would either go to one of the major cities, or it would go to one of the major cities underground. But since we're not dealing with something like drows, the infamous drows, I believe, again, one of the major cities in Sword Coast is
I mean, they
the
put the
side.
treasure in a cave near a village, near the greenest village. So, are there any cave systems nearby Baldur's Gate that they could hoard it in?
Not that I know of, no. Of course,
Well,
they could.
Yeah, that might be confusion. Don't think of it as a cave, because that was just for them to immense their earnings on that point, to put them just in some secure place. But I believe they would. Well, the closest bet I can think of is Baldur's Gate, but you say Baldur's Gate is not their final location. It's the biggest city around this part. Then they would have to go either to east or to north, more north, to the more bigger cities.
Yes, and my line of reasoning is that, well, if they are indeed, well, whether they are taking it, it's doubtful they are taking it east over here. There's really, they would have to go through El Torel. We would definitely be on the lookout for them. My guess is that my guess towards reading about it, that if they are going north, they will continue going north past Baldur's Gate. Potentially further up north, maybe somewhere near Waterdeep.
Mm.
And the least and through my reasoning, the least conspicuous way to bring that much treasure around without looking suspicious.
Unless they're planning to raid Baragost and any villages on the way to Baldur's Gate, and then moving on north, just raiding the villages around for more treasures, or maybe
Again,
attack Baldur's Gate for the treasure. They're like at least 200 strong.
You said that there was a large amount of treasure. Am I correct?
Yes, from what we could
All right.
gather.
My guess, if they left so quickly after you rescued Leosin, it would have probably spooked them that much. It would probably be a great risk for them to lose that much treasure. So, I'm guessing for now, they will keep a much lower profile. But in any case, the least conspicuous way they would probably go would be via trade caravan. Now, what I would like for you to do, I would like you to, if they are indeed traveling via caravan from Baldur's Gate to most likely spot somewhere in Waterdeep, I would like you to join this caravan and accompany it on the journey. Do not rattle the gods. Hopefully not too many of them have seen your face, so you should be able to go rather inconspicuously. You could potentially get yourself hired as guards.
Or you can just give us a caravan and we can act as merchants. That's what I do. I'm a merchant by trade, so should be easy enough.
Would you have... Baldur's Gate can be rather tricky. You would... In order for you to be present... Unless you are willing to pay a rather substantial amount of trade tax. It would probably be easier and maybe cheaper for you to get yourself hired as guards. Baldur's Gate doesn't really care about guards. They care about the goods going to and from their city. They might even ask for proof of trade. What kind of goods you have to offer. We can offer. I mean, the best we can do is base amount of ammo and weapons, but again, you would likely get heavily taxed because of that. Is what I am saying and making any sense?
Yeah, I don't know about Baldur's Gate's tax rules, but they might actually ask for proof of trade, which I don't have on me. But as guards, I don't know if we will be able to move as freely as merchants. Unless you have somebody in the caravans that would actually hire us.
Are there any Order of the Gauntlet people in Baldur's Gate that we could maybe talk to?
At this
This is a little bit on the tricky side, so maybe Leosin would be more knowledgeable about it than.
At this point, he looks towards Lathander, not
Lathander.
not a.
Leosin.
Wait,
not
what?
You said Lathander.
Oh, Leosin.
Of descendants.
I'm loving this moment.
Nothing
Okay,
special.
that was an easy campaign.
Just a literal avatar of a god just sitting at a table drinking wine. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, he looks up to Leosin. Not an Order of the Gauntlet. They are rather high visibility. No offense. But we do have one particular contact in the city. You can talk to.
It's an armorsmith.
How did you know that?
Who?
Well, you deal in armor, so it should be an armorsmith.
Yes, he is. Well, he's not so much an armor smith as he is a he is a he is a trader. He's a human. He is a human trader. His name is Akin Celeborn.
Type it down, please.
Yes.
Thank you. I need to start writing down my notes for the Curse of Strahd into a nice notebook, but it's more organized. Thank you.
All right. And Mike, and he sells his wares. He sells his wares in the outer city, north of the city wall, in a district in the Black Gate district. He sells various materials needed for long distance freight hauling: wagons, rope, netting, grease, chains, wheels. He also deals in repairs with that sort of thing. So you are close in that he was an armor. He was a smith of sorts, more like a you know.
Retrofitter.
Yeah, yeah. Now with him being in close contact with him being in very close contact with all of the caravan riders, he should have a good idea of which caravans in particular will allow you more freedom to go about your search. But again, keep in mind, your cover is guards, so your cover is guards and protectors, and falling outside of that role, you don't want to make yourself too suspicious. So, what do the four of you say? Will you be willing to do this? Figure out where they're going, letting us know, and maybe taking the treasure back? Stopping this cult in their tracks?
You know me.
Well, I'm personally already going in that direction to Waterdeep, so no worries on my side.
All right. And Selena nods as well.
Great, congratulations!
Yep.
You did it.
And Virgil is definitely going along with that plan.
He looks to like each of you and like looks for nods of approval for the four of you.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, before we go any deeper on the matches, I have a question for Elsin. If I have met another colleague of him in the past, and I really like to know in what kind of situation she's at the moment. Would you be able to find out if I give you her name?
Are you okay? So, are you talking about? Are you talking about the individual?
No. If you mean the one on the road, or on somewhere inside this campaign, no, it's another name from somewhere else, but connected to my past.
Oh. Remind me who that person was again.
It is somebody from my city that's actually working with Tarpers. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Was she the Was she the female drow that you came into contact with?
No,
One of you?
that's not her, but this woman's Harper
Oh, okay.
operating in that city. Yeah, it's
Uh,
well known.
all right. Well,
Well, it's no worse. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe it's for
well,
him. Not.
uh, again. Name. Let me roll. All right. The name does sound familiar. I haven't dealt with anyone by that name personally, but I do have contacts within Waterdeep,
Okay.
and you would probably get a better idea regarding that. Should you actually go there yourself? But the name
Yeah.
that name does sound familiar to me. Yes.
Good. That's a start at least. And another question: when you were encountering these cult members, did you recognize any slaves among them? Not prisoners, but slaves, fighting slaves, or I don't know, especially slaves with iron collars.
Iron colors. Now that you mention it, there was one thing that I forgot to mention. As we whenever that black dragon rider came into arrived, he did say something very he did say something about slaves and something regarding an iron ring, but I was completely unfamiliar with that. I honestly had no idea what he was talking about.
Okay. Now, the Iron Ring is a organization that deals in slaves. They kidnap and they breed people to be slaves and then sell it out to other organizations for money, magical items, any kind of black market goods. And
I special. The Leosin kind of looks like very surprised. Looks at you. I mean, I pride myself in dealing with all kinds of information. How this is the absolute first I've heard of this. How do you know of them?
yeah, I have to pick a bone with them. They have some family members. Some of my family members kidnapped and maybe even killed, and that's the reason that I'm on the way.
Well, Unthar kind of like strokes his beard. This whole cultist business is becoming even more and more troublesome the more I hear about them. if they're dealing with actual slaves now, this is not going to bode well at all. This is not good.
Yeah, the only two groups that I know that deals in slave lives is the Iron Ring and the Drows maybe, and the Drows don't deal with human slaves. They kill them.
Ugh.
So just think about why an organization would need slaves. They are never willing to fight. They're not good labor. You have to feed them unless you have a way to use them. And I'm not talking about house slaves where you pay off your debt and just serve a house. These are fighting slaves. And they have to fight with their lives if they want to any kind of freedom or chance to live on.
I will definitely keep that in mind. But in any case, thankfully, due to the fact that you have arrived in El Torel so quickly, you should have at least a day or two of leeway before you will need to make the track to Baldur's Gate. Especially if this cart, even with a day's head start, if the cart is that full, it'd take some time for even them to arrive at Baldur's Gate. Until then, I suggest that you rest up and acquire provisions, supplies, maybe get some new armor, some new weapons. El Talel is a very high trade and a high magical city. So should you look hard enough, you could potentially be able to get some more powerful arms and armaments should you need them. And again, your best bet of getting that on time would be traveling there by a boat. We have the river that goes through here, the Chayandar River. With that boat, you should be able to travel day and night. And you should be able to arrive there rather quickly. But
Yeah, sounds as good as any plan.
Alright, well, in any case, thank you for this meeting, and we'll...
Yeah.
And again, think about my offer. I will... Again, you don't have to say anything right away. I can't really offer you much in the way of, for lack of a better term, perks, but I can offer help and support from other you should be able to acquire other help for other members in your travels should the needs arise, and of course you can stay in this inn for free. And in Leo of good faith, I'm pretty well known in this town. I will go around, and should you need to go around and need supplies, purchase supplies, I will I will go around and ask for the hero's discount. If they are well known by me, they should know. I mean, you should be able to get a discount for any and all wares should you acquire them. But in any event, thank you for all you have done so far, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out what this cult is doing and put a stop to it very quickly.
Yeah.
With that, good luck and Godspeed. With that, he dismisses you. And we can go ahead and take a quick break. I have to use the bathroom.
KK.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Well, in regards to what I need to buy, there isn't really anything Virgil needs.
And we probably don't have enough money for a magical weapon.
I'm currently at 425 at the minute, so
I'm
not entirely
at
sure.
385.
Yeah, we also have some loot from last week that's
Oh, yeah.
on the
We have
on the
38
savings
gold
account of
pieces.
the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it is just 38 gold.
We have
152.
like 150 gold pieces from Langdorosa, and 38 gold pieces and silver pieces and copper pieces from the kobolds. So we do have that, and we do have a string of pearls, a golden sapphire rings, and 6 well-cut precious stones. And we do have a +1 2 +1 spears from Langdorosa as well. We don't have.
They should be worth something. And in regards to joining either the Harpers or the Gauntlet, well, who is already a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and well, I can see Virgil being associated with the Harpers since you said you are from Waterdeep.
Technically, I haven't decided myself, but I think it's been hinted at that my family is from Waterdeep. Yes.
Yeah. That's out of game. You didn't tell it to me personally, but the female half-elf was hinting at it. I was
As
not
for which-
I didn't hear it personally.
Yeah. No, I haven't really decided much about Virgil's backstory myself, but in regards to that deal, to be honest, Virgil could be either way, to be fair.
More reason to join them.
Yeah. A druidic focus, yeah. That's really all Virgil needs, his druidic focus, because one of my ranger features allows me to use it for all the material components of a spell.
Yeah.
And that's one of the new features from Tasha's.
Yeah. Tasha really has done some good thing for the Ranger. Ranger was
That's why I wanted to try out Ranger.
Yeah.
Because I've been using all the optional features for the Ranger, and I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Favoured Foe, I don't really need Hunter's Mark. With Deft Explorer, I feel more like a rogue. And now with Spellfast Casting Focus, I'm not having to worry about a component pouch. But yeah, so I'm thinking that Virgil's gonna acquire his Sprig of Mistletoe, which is something that he'll have. Kind of like a bracelet around his left arm, and with that I'll be able to get spells with material components now.
The only thing that I'm missing is a brimming hat, because I lost my one when I was going through that gate again.
A brimming hat.
Yeah.
Right, but apart from that,
Hmm.
is there anything else I need? I mean, aside from that, it's just buying a bit of potions of healing if we're running low on them.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
How much do
Yep.
+1 usually costs weapons or shields?
I believe +1 weapons are uncommon items. So it's whatever the price range for uncommon items are.
100 to 500 gold pieces?
So yeah, that's something you'd probably be expecting. That's probably, well, it depends on what
And if
he
we get a
says, but
discount,
that's how much you're probably expecting to be paying. Yeah.
Well, it depends on the game master, but sane prices are, I believe, among the better priced lists.
I mean,
Can
we'll
use it
we'll
as,
ask. We'll ask.
yeah, of course. But just for you to keep an idea, if you getting the bad end of the stick or not, sane prices are good prices over. Yeah, they are changed over time. For example, Elven Chainmail costs 4,000
Yeah.
gold pieces, and Clock of Protection costs 3,500. Oathbow costs 3,500, but you have to find one. A +2 weapon costs around 4,000. But that's all preferences if the game master wants to use it or not. And well, healing potion costs around 50 gold pieces. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright, so yeah, I caught the tail end of that conversation. But yeah, it's normally there's really no set price in regards to like selling magical items.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I know,
normally
because
depends on the item. I know like basic healing potions are normally like 50 gold pieces a piece.
yeah,
Mm.
that's in the player's handbook at least.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no, it's like I think there's like Xanathars that gives you the usual price ranges for the different rarity of items. I think it's Xanathars, but yeah. But as we found out, for like uncommon items, they're usually around 100 to 500 gold each, depending on what you're wanting. But well, in Virgil's case anyway, he's not planning on getting any plus weapons just yet, mainly docking up. Did everyone go quiet?
No,
I'm here.
Oh, thank God! I was gonna,
thinking.
I'm gonna say the complete silence scared me for a moment. Sorry.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. But for Virgil, he's gonna be claiming himself. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you like you said, like in the you did say like in the Xanathars, but again, it's like very wide ranging.
Yeah.
Like in the Dungeon Master's Guide, for example, like a rare item is like 500 to 5,000 gold pieces, a rare item.
Yeah.
But in Xanathar, depending on the item, it can range from 2,000 to 20,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. So but yeah, it's in general it depends on the magical item that you it depends on the item that you want to sell.
Right. Well, as I was saying for Virgil, he's not planning on getting any plus weapons just yet. Not really any armor or weapons, since what he's got is pretty much the best he can get at the minute. But things Virgil will probably be needing before he sets off is acquiring a sprig of mistletoe, so he's got a druidic focus now. And then aside from that, it's basically topping up on any healing potions we might need going forward, since I think we used all the ones we got at the minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, basic potion is like 50 gold. If you want to get like stronger potions, like a potion, I would say like a potion of superior healing, would be like 450. Potion of supreme healing.
Yeah, so
a potion. Yeah, like the next phase would be the potion of greater healing. There's the potion of healing, then there's the potion of greater healing, then there's the potion of superior healing, then the potion of supreme healing. The potion, yeah, I would say like the potion of greater healing would be about like 150 maybe.
150, yeah, that sounds about right. Because I'm also thinking based on our levels as well. Because I know that the greater healing can heal you up to like 20 at most, which is about right for our current level. We've got yeah. I mainly just need to ask everyone else what they might want to put in for the potion, since that's going to be for everyone.
Let's see. I don't think. Let's see. I don't. Let's see. Being we only have like an hour left, I don't think we will need. I don't think we would need to do. I don't think we would have to worry about like being in a situation where you would have to use the healing potions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Though I will say, like, you guys, do you guys have? Did you guys? I can't remember. Did you guys decide on like personal funds, or did you guys just have group funds that you do on behalf of everybody?
If
I know you guys. I know you guys like kept
the rewards that we get are personal funds, and the money we find are party funds. Does that work?
Yeah, that's essentially how I think we did it anyway. Basically, if a reward was divided amongst us, then we took it to our own personal funds. But anything we just found or wasn't really given to someone in particular, it was just put into the party funds. The question is, I'm not sure who kept track of the party funds.
All right, well,
I have my notes for the party funds if you want.
Yeah, what's our party funds at the minute?
Here's one thing that we can do.
Open another sheet for party.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll help. Yeah.
I'll just
that
write
one
it.
We can all see it.
I'll just write everything down then.
Yeah, I'm making a character sheet called Party Funds that can be edited and controlled by everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. I do have some stuff that I didn't share with the party, but I think that far is okay since my talent's character is something like that. But for the rest, it's okay for the group loots, etc.
Anyway, so
Show to players. All right, there we go. Party Funds, and we'll just
oh
say
god,
like
there's a dragon in our party funds.
Nice.
There's a dra-
and yeah, like you can put it in like the character appearance. Yeah. In the bio. Whatever
okay.
you guys put in there, and then you'll have like your individual party funds, or your individual reward funds.
I'm just going to go through them quickly, see,
Yeah.
and
Yes,
write them down.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you if you remember the stone that I have from
yes,
my.
yes.
I believe I have. I I don't remember the correct use for it. Is that the stone for entering my place, or is that the stone for what's gonna be coming up next?
Let's see. I believe I it can be difficult to yeah, no, I
Wait,
know, but it's like
Wait,
it
I
can be
I have a magical sword, the cultist scimitar, finesse light, 1d6 slashing. I do have a +1 weapon. If you want to use it, since you're
that that was and you took that weapon. It is not actually a +1 weapon.
okay, is it just a magical
it was
sword?
No, it was no like that extra damage that was an ability that the cultist himself had.
Ah, okay, never mind then.
He was able to. It is a basic sword, and after trying to work. Yeah, I would imagine like traveling throughout the week, you would have been trying to you were shaking it, banging it against a rock. Come on, work.
Sounds like a very rude thing to do.
Exactly.
But no, you would have realized no, it is not a magical item. It is just a now slightly bent and
Scimitar,
dulled
yeah.
a slightly bent and dulled scimitar.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. So what did we have in the party funds then?
I'm
Ah,
writing
yeah.
them down.
That's fine, take your time.
Let's see. And I will. I'll send a message. I'll send a message to. I'll send a message to Boudica in regards to like the personal fund that she got.
Wait, was only one of the spears a +1 spear, or were they both?
Oh, one was a +1 spear.
That's pretty nice. At least you got another. At least you got a weapon in case you need to do piercing damage for some reason. Backer.
Mm-hmm.
You can just try to trade it with something more useful to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking. of buying normals long sword for the slashing damage if I needed it. That's 25 gold pieces, I think. Okay. Oh, let me calculate it.
See, so are you guys going to use like the party funds in regards to getting health potions?
That is my
Are you
plan,
gonna-
at least. Yes.
Are you gonna use like your personal funds?
Yeah, my plan is at least seeing what our party funds and then paying for
Okay.
our potions through Lem at
Should,
first.
should we add our gold also to the party funds, or should we keep it?
Yeah. You can if you want, but I've been keeping track on my own on my sheet anyway.
Okay, here is the party funds that I've written so far. The party inventory as well.
All right, and I will say like to keep the expediency going, for expediency's sake. Unless you guys want to have a quick shopping, unless you want to do some quick shopping for this last hour, I will say that this session was primarily a role playing and information gathering kind of episode or kind of session.
That's fine.
There's not really not really much in the way of encounters. So what you guys can do is that we can go ahead and continue with the story, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves, including with Boudica, with Selena, whenever she is available, and we will say that for the next session, you would have purchased all of that stuff before you guys left for Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, I just need a brimming hat, actually.
Yeah.
Huh?
A brimming hat from a tailor or a hat maker, if something like that is available at all.
What,
If not,
a
I will
bur-
wait.
A burning head? What?
Brimming hat. Brimming edged hat.
Oh, a brim hat?
I think you might need to type it in just so you know what you're saying.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna.
Anyway.
Oh, the doy. Okay.
It's a must for every swashbuckler.
Okay.
I'm also just gonna say, back. I'm basically just gonna convert the copper and silver into gold to make it easier to track as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
at least leave like maybe 50 copper and 50 silver pieces if we need to pay in change.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay. And if you want, while you guys are here, you can also sell the various jewelry that you guys have as well.
Yeah.
We don't
That
know
sounds
the
good.
value of those though.
Okay.
We can
Um,
get them appraised from somewhere, but yeah.
Now I will say again, for expediency's sake, you can try and sell them. Although they will be a little bit due to cost and due to cost of price and selling and whatnot, there will be a bit of a markdown unless you want to try and barter, make like a couple of persuasion checks to see if you can get some more money out of them. Whoever's good with persuasion.
Or we can trade them for things like healing potions.
Yeah, or you can trade them. Yeah.
To get the money,
But
to get the cost of the healing potions down with trade.
Yeah. Although are you talking about like the various like the items that you got from the treasure chest that exploded from the acid?
Yeah, like the 40 gold pieces of jewelry we found on cultists.
Yes.
The jewelry mainly.
Okay. Okay. So, are you talking about like the sculptures? The sculptures
the
that
talismans?
the kobolds made?
Would
The
they?
dragonoid statues that the kobolds made?
Maybe.
Okay, let's say the jewelry you can sell rather quickly. If you so choose. The cultist carvings, those are a little bit more niche. You would have to find someone who would be like a collector who would be willing to sell those.
Actually,
maybe a museum would want them.
If they're willing to donate them.
Yeah, never mind.
The dwarf has spoken.
But in any case, okay. So yes. So random name who random name you're able to find a hat shop, and 1 gold piece later you find yourself a tradesman brimming hat.
Cool.
You're now officially a musketeer.
Yes.
All right, and again, okay, so do you want to go ahead and try and sell your jewelry? Again, I will have to have y'all make like some persuasion checks to see if y'all can get some more money out of them, depending on what you guys want to sell.
Sure.
I do have a piece that I would like to appraise. It's a family heirloom for the guy that might be interested in it. And I'm not very willing to depart with it. But if he's going to give me a good price, I might think about it.
Okay. All right. What item are you speaking of?
It's a golden diamond necklace.
Okay. Okay. That the necklace that you got from the. Okay. Yeah. Looking
On
at
various places during my adventures.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Oh. Well, like you go to several different you go through several different jewelry shops. And there's a wide range. Go ahead and roll me an insight check. To see if they're telling you the truth regarding if you're.
I have no insight.
7. Okay. You've since some people are in the up and up. You get some offers for 600 gold, but then like the highest that you were able to find is one that is willing to give you about 900 gold because it's a really nice piece.
I believe my mother had it made for something like 10,000 gold. 900 is just too low. I'm not
okay.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check. Or no, deception check.
Okay.
All right, with the with the sweet old gnome who offered you that amount of money, he kind of gives you a sad look. Okay, for your mother, sure, 1,000 gold. All right, you get 1,000 gold from that necklace.
Do I want to depart with it?
If you want to, that, and again, that's the necklace that you got from the cultist camp, right? From raiding it.
Yes.
Okay.
I can deal with 1,000. Okay, deal.
Okay. All right. You are 1,000. You are 1,000 richer.
Cool.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like out of character, it was like was worth like 12,000 gold. Yeah. But then then like it's like you guys got similar stuff as well. Like in the chest that you guys got.
Mm-hmm.
That was worth a lot of money too. Like see, yeah, the treasure, the string of pearls is about 300 gold pieces. The gold and sapphire ring that you got was 900 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And you also have a pouch containing half a dozen
Precious stones, yeah.
precious stones. Each of them are worth about 100 gold pieces each.
Oof.
So that's
Plus
600
40
from
gold
there.
pieces
Yep.
of jewelry from before from the kobolds. So that's like 600.
Well, yeah, and again,
950.
the kobolds treasure, that's like a bit more niche. You would need to find someone who would be willing to sell that. But again, they're worth. There's
No. In our first fight, we
Oh,
found
first
40
session,
gold
yes,
pieces worth of jewelry on the
Alright, well,
kobolds.
no, that I've just that was more for flavor than anything else. Like you would actually gotten like gold from that, but I just like it flavored for like various trinkets that they would have
Okay.
stolen from their previous encounters.
So
Mm.
From the
no
previous
gold from
raids.
that, but 40 gold
No.
pieces into the party inventory.
Yeah, it would have been like actual gold pieces.
Right, so just
Flavored
add another 40 then, and then remove that. Okay, there we go.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. So
And remove the string of pearls, golden set, precious stones.
Well, no, the actual string. Yeah, that's actually like stuff in your inventory.
yeah.
I removed
Yeah.
it from the party funds now, the jewelry stuff. So 1800 gold.
No, what? No.
300,
okay, yeah,
900,
fine, yeah.
600?
Hmm?
You said 300 for the pearls, 900 for the ring, and
The ring.
600 for the 6
Well, again,
stones?
kind of like what I did with Talon. I would need you to make like a persuasion insight check to see if you would get the full amount on that. I thought you were talking about the jewelry that the disguised gold and jewelry that you guys got from the various kobolds whenever they were initially attacking.
Ah, never mind. I was
Greenish, yeah, that was the 40. Then we had to try selling off the other 3 items.
okay. So insight and persuasion. Lucky for me, I'm persuasion first.
Yes. Well, persuasion and then insight. Yeah.
Nope. Unless Selena is willing to help me with persuading.
Yes, she would. Yes, she would be. She would actually. Let me take a look at her. Actually, well, you already rolled. Insight. Okay. Yeah, and because she's proficient with both of them, she will be willing to help you out.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll with advantage on both of them.
Okay, so once again, persuasion. Okay. An insight. Much better.
Okay, that's better.
Jesus.
Okay, so insight, you were able to. Okay, so with insight, you are able to find someone with the best deal who would be willing to get you full price, and with that critical persuasion, you're able to get a little bit more off that deal. So I'll say that you get an additional, you get the full price on everything, plus an additional 50 gold, plus an additional 150 gold from the ring and from the pearl necklace.
Oh, nice. So that's a total of 1950 then? What was it
Yep.
that you added?
unless
1950, okay.
it's separate for the 150 gold separate for each, or for both together.
No, what you got an additional 50 gold from the pearls and additional 100 gold from the ring.
Okay, so 1950.
Yep, I'll let you add that in so we're not editing it at the same time.
I'm not editing it. You can go ahead.
Okay, so add another 1950. So that comes together to... $2,215 in the party funds.
Nice. Whew.
And that'll get us at least quite a bit of potions of greater healings. At least.
Yeah.
I mean, could even get some superior healings if we were really wanting, but I don't want to drain all that money all at once.
Yeah. Maybe wait
Alright.
And
until
again,
we get to Baldur's
yeah.
Gate. We buy one each of the greater healing potions for now and get more in Baldur's Gate if we need it.
That works.
and again, you can like, we can always say that because like, well, this is, I'm sure Selena would want to purchase some things too, but I don't want to mess with her party funds. I don't want to mess with her personal funds.
So wait until Selena.
Yeah, we
just talk.
Yeah, we can wait
amongst ourselves for the week and then retrofit it.
Yeah, and then
at the beginning of
and
the
then
session.
then we'll retrofit it into the until
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, for Virgil, one thing that he's gonna buy, he's not gonna buy it directly, but what I'm thinking for Virgil, now that his nature magic is now surfacing a lot more, is that I was going to have him create his druid focus out of mistletoe. So one of the things that I was thinking of getting him is get a wooden bracelet which goes around his left arm, and he's going to get mistletoe and weave it inside the bracelet, around the bracelet.
Okay.
And that's going to be his druidic focus for his ranger spells.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, in any case, by the way, I will have to leave our session in a little bit earlier today, because the class that I have to attend, at the last minute, mind you, moved to where it's initially a little bit earlier in the day than earlier in the day than it was initially, so I have to leave a little bit earlier in order to get to it on time.
That's
Is
fine.
that for the day or is that
I think it's just for the day. It's a guest speaker, and I guess
So they wanted to give him a bit more time. That's fair.
yeah, it's annoying.
No, it's okay. I think we're pretty much wrapping up there anyway. So
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, in any case, I think we can go. I think we can. Unless you guys want to keep going, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point today for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Boudica would want to join us on the trip to Baldur's Gate together. So
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Good.
it was nice. It was a nice session. Nice playing with you all.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was much lighter compared to the
Sessions we've had.
the several near death experiences that you have guys had in the past few sessions.
It was nice.
I mean,
relax.
the most tense things being just the arm wrestle, where one day Fear just plays in the background in the middle of it.
All right. Well, but
take care,
anyway,
everyone. I hope
take care.
you all have a nice day.
All right, you guys too. I will send a message to Boudica, telling what has happened, and I will see you guys next week, provided nothing goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
See you all next week.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys next week.
Bye bye.